Hello students. Today we will be concluding this chapter, The Refugees by Paul Esbach, and we were discussing the questions in the last video, the long answers which are you're required to answer. So now we were supposed to study the last two questions. The question says, describe the physical and mental condition of the refugees in the new capital. Now, refugees, as we know, the term itself suggests that these people are in an alien place. So when you are in an alien place, no doubt you are mentally not normal. Mentally, you are disturbed. And as far as the physical aspect of these people is concerned, I would say that because they were coming from a place which was flooded, through the conversation of the old man, we come to know that these people were almost starving. The starvation had gone to such an extent that that part of the crop which was always set aside for sowing or as seed, even the seeds were eaten up by these people, and most probably during the last few days when they were forced to leave that place, maybe they were starving. So physically they were weak and mentally they were in a trauma. Mentally they were almost as if they are walking in a dream, as if something unbelievable had happened with them, something which they could never imagine that had happened to them. And so both way they were totally shattered. They were physically weak and mentally shattered. Now one aspect of the long answers is that when you are writing a long answer, please make sure that whatever point you are raising or whatever point you are putting forth, you have to justify it by giving an example from the text. So if you are saying that they were physically weak, so we will have to pick up some sentences or some words to corroborate the fact that physically also they were not so well. And when we are talking of the mental trauma, when you're talking of the mental condition of these people, that time also you have to make sure that you pick up some lines or some quotations or authors' comment on their state, which has to be included in your answer. So your answer should have convincing quotations, convincing incidents, convincing examples from the text, so that you are able to prove that whatever you are writing is not out of your story, not something which is not there in the story. So now we come to the last question. And the question is, what are the most important concerns of the old starved man, and how does he show them in his behavior? Now the key word here is concerns. Concerns means worries. What is the old man worried about? And when I say the word worried about, I think the whole story, the whole answer comes to your mind. First, his concern is that the land must be put to seeds. If you will not sow seeds in the land, then how will people get the next crop? So when he says that when I saw the silver coin in the hand of the passerby and I saw that he was going to give it to me, I knew that with this coin I'm going to buy the seeds. So that was the first concern of this old man, that the land has to be put to seeds. And then secondly, and I will read it from the text, the last paragraph from the story, which says, I do not ask you, brother, said the old man. Well, I know you cannot understand, but if you had had land, you would know it must be put to seed again, or there will be starvation for yet another year. So that was his concern, that this year we are starving, but next year We should do something so that the starvation does not extend or spill over to the next year. And the best I can do for this grandson of mine is to buy a little seed for the land. He wants these generations, these people, a future generation, to go back to their native place, put seed in the soil, in the land, and start living a prosperous life once again. So the best I can do for this grandson of mine is to buy a little seed for the land. Yes, even though I die and others plant it, the land must be put to seed. So these are the concerns of the old man. And now when we conclude the whole story and we take a holistic look, or we take the perspective in which Pearl S. Buck has put the story, is that a person like the character of this old man are assets to a society. They are visionary people, they are hardworking people, they don't believe in preaching but they believe in practicing. They are men of determination, and it is these people who actually show direction, or who actually lead from the front, because this old man could have stayed somewhere, he could have taken shelter with somebody and anybody would have come and helped him, but he says no, he is walking shoulder to shoulder with other young men and women from the horde of the refugees who are there. So Pearl S. Buck has actually laid emphasis on the determination, the grit, the honesty, the integrity, the steadfastness of this old man, to set him as an example for others to follow. So this is the theme, this is the various ideas which the author has put in the story. I hope this will help you. And with this, we conclude the discussion, the question answer of the story, The Refugees. Thank you.